Hey Flutter developers, today we are diving into ValueNotifier. So ValueNotifier is one of Flutter's most powerful yet underutilized state management solutions. If you've been looking for a lightweight alternative to provider or riverport for simple state management scenarios, then this tutorial is perfect for you. So what is ValueNotifier? So before we jump into coding, let's understand what ValueNotifier is. Think of it as a special container that holds a value and notifies its listeners whenever that value changes. It's like a smart box that says, hey, someone changed what's inside me. So to anyone who is interested, all right, so ValueNotifier is a very good state management, but most people don't use it. All right, so if you are using if you normally use SeState, you will notice that when you set state in a stream function, you'll be getting a lot of framework issues, which is not best to be released on production. So I will now jump right in and then show you how. Alright, so from the app here we can see that the moment I tap on the incrementer, the values increases. But what happens is that the whole UI rebuilt from the app bar to this particular field, the whole UI rebuilt, which is not a good practice. This is not good because when you are using a stream function which read values on a real time, the moment you tap on this particular, it uses the set state. So when it uses the set state, it means the whole function would have to rebuild. And if the whole function rebuilt it, when you're reading data from a real time, then the whole stream function would have to come rebuild itself, which is not a good practice or to be released on a production state. Alright, so without saying much, let's jump right now. I'll be changing this set states function, this set state, into a ValueNotifier, which is very simple and optimal to use as a Flutter programmer. So let me take away this and then initialize my ValueNotifier. So final ValueNotifier. Alright, so that's Copilot helping me there. So now you have initialized this ValueNotifier. So mind you, I said in the intro, I said that the ValueNotifier is like a container. So this is like a container that holds a value type int. Now this is the container with the value type int, and it is holding the value 0. All right. So now in this incrementer or increment counter function, we will get rid of the set state, and then here we'll just type counter.value increase. So now you can see this is just a simple function you have to write, counter.value increase. It means that we are taking from the counter, which has a container, and the value inside that container incremented by 1. So very simple. Now we would have to go to where we using the value, where you are displaying the value. So here. All right, so this is a text. So since this is a text, you have to wrap this whole text with a value listenable widget. So let me clear this, and then all right, that's Copilot helping me here. So I think you should get rid of this for the meantime. All right, so now you can see here I just use the value listenable builder, which listens to a value type int. So this int here is just telling us that the container has an int value to make the whole code simple. So we are listening to the counter. So this counter here is the same as the counter I've initialized here. As you can see, final ValueNotifier is the same counter. So we are listening to that counter, and it builds and then sets the value to the new value, which is this. All right, so let me restart the whole app and let's jump right in. All right, so if I tap on it, you see that still it's increasing, but this time around the UI doesn't rebuild. So let me change something here.